Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today's yoga session. As you all know, that we are going to do chair yoga today. So another session on chair yoga. Please find a suitable chair for that and just sit comfortably on it. Few generic notices, as most of you already know, but let me guide you. This is generic yoga, not specialized to treat any ailments. So if you have any physical or medical limitations, you might want to pause or avoid. This is not suitable for pregnant women or the woman running under the menstrual cycle. And the most important thing is listen to your body while going through the different asana poses. So with that, just find a comfortable seat on the chair and again adopt whichever leg position you want to. The crown of the head is reaching towards the ceiling. Close your eyes. First, find how you are. Just finding the state of the body and the state of the mind. And we are not trying to label anything. Okay, I'm anxious um, or maybe excited or anything. Just observing. That's all. Good. So that is the status before beginning of the session, and probably something similar that this we can do at towards the end to find how we are. Good. Now gently open your eyes. We are going to bring our hands to the heart center and interlace all the other fingers except the index finger. And then we are going to cross the thumb, crossing thumb. Inhalation, taking it all the way up towards the ceiling. So it is called a temple position. We are taking that up towards the ceiling, lengthening the entire spine, reaching, all the way up. Exhale, bending towards one side. So you can choose either side and notice the difference on the other side. So I'm bending on to my left and right side is stretched. Good. Inhalation, coming back to center. Lengthening. Exhale towards the right side. And the left side is stretched. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Couple of more times we are going to do left. Exhale, we bend. Inhale, come back to center. Again, lengthen. Lengthening is really important before we bend or twist. And then other side. Good. Come back to center. One more. Last time. Inhalation, lengthening. Exhalation, bending towards the left. Inhalation, come back to center. Reach high. Exhale towards the right. Nice. Come back to center. Lengthen and then twist. So right hand holding the front of the chair, left hand holding the back of the chair, lengthening the spine and very gentle twist. Again, we are not applying a lot of force. We just started warming up. So it's a gentle twist. Okay, once again, inhale, reach high, lengthening, and then twisting. Gentle twist. Good. Let's do it a couple of more times. Inhalation, lengthen. Exhalation, twist. Inhalation, lengthen. Exhalation, twist. And we'll do the last time on both the sides. Inhalation, lengthen. Exhalation, twist. Good. Inhalation, lengthening. And then twisting. And then come back to center. So with lengthening, bending, and twisting, we feel much more, the entire spine feel much more comfortable, and we can stay in the seated position for a little bit longer time. So with that, we'll adopt the chin mudra, tip of the index finger touching the tip of the thumb, and then gently close our eyes. With this, we are going to broaden our shoulders and then allow the elbows to hang heavy. Attention comes to the skin of the face and relax the skin of the face. We'll begin today's session with one single sound of Om, followed by opening prayer. Receive a deep full breath in. And we'll come to the heart center in prayer position. Together we are going to chant. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Release arms and gently open your eyes. Okay, so before proceeding with our asana practice, and then hopefully we'll get some time for pranayama as well. Let's talk about what are we trying to learn, right? So in today's session, we are going to learn and explore the practice of letting go, let go, right? So you might notice that most of us are holding something, mind, like mentally or physically. So there might be some situations which happened in the past, or some relationships which are there, or some instances, that's all, some instances that were uncomfortable. And the mind keeps reminding us of those, right? So that is holding on to it. And the practice we are going to do is let go. Just let them go. So few ways, I mean, either forgiving it or forget it. So forgive or forget. That is there. Or trying to be okay with what happened, or even you can be not okay with whatever happened, but it can stay there and you are also there in your position, right? So there are multiple ways, and this is for the mind. And similarly for the body, you will notice that, okay, there are some stimulation, like some stiffness that is holding in the calf muscles and the thigh muscles, hip muscles, shoulders. What is there? What body part are you holding that stiffness on? And then obviously the stiffness brings tightness, right? So we are going to elongate and then let go. And then it will come to pretty much equilibrium or equanimity. So anything which will bring you at ease is what the situation we want to be. So with that, let's go ahead and practice. So while going through today's asana practice, just notice in the body or in the mind if there is anything that you are holding on, and then just allow it to let go. You can repeat internally also, let go, stay there. And all right, so with that, let's do a little bit loosening. We are going to bring arms in the front, straight arm. We are going to start with some rotations. So straight arm rotation, opposite direction. Good. and then change the direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we are going to bring it into the side. So when it is side, we are not bringing it in angle. Let go as far back as it can, and then the same thing, gentle rotation. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Change the direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Change, taking it all the way up, reaching that high. And again, we are not bringing it forward. It is going all the way towards the ceiling. Rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Changing the direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking them all the way back as much as you can, and then rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Changing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Relax. Notice onto the shoulders the stimulation that we did. Good. Now one arm is straight, other arm is bent, elbow is bent and holding. So we are just trying to pull the straight arm. And notice what we are working on. The shoulder blade on the left side is expanding. And then we are changing. So the shoulder blade onto the right side is expanding now. So we are using the bent arm to expand the shoulder blade in the back. Good. And then release. We'll come to neck loosening. So for that, again, guide it gently, left ear to the left shoulder. Come back to center. Right ear to the right shoulder. Come back to center. One more time. Inhalation, and as you exhale, left ear comes to the left shoulder. Here you can very well put hand onto the head, but again, do not push. You can guide it a little bit, but do not push. And come back to center. Same thing onto the other side. Very gently guiding the neck. Where right ear can come close to the right shoulder. Come back to center. Good. Now, gentle twist left, like chin going to the left shoulder. And you can very well guide it. And then chin going to the right shoulder and very gently guiding. Once again, left side. And then right side. There are many practices that you can do while seated onto the chair, and these are some of those. Exhale, chin to the chest. Here again, use the hand to guide the chin further go towards the chest. Inhalation going up and back. Exhalation again, chin to the chest, guiding it down. Inhalation, taking it all the way up. Come back to center. And then 45 degrees, chin going to towards the left side, 45 degrees and down. For this, the right hand you can bring and hold the chair in the back. And we are shifting towards the left side 45 degrees and guiding the chin to come close to the chest. Good. Stay there for one more deep inhalation and exhalation. Come back up, changing the direction. So we are facing, the head is facing 45 degrees towards the right, and then left hand is holding the chair in the back, and then right hand is guiding the head to come further down. Notice the stimulation which is happening in the back and the neck region. Come back up, come back to center, chin to the chest, rotation. So from right side, we are going to take the head all the way up. And then from left side, it comes to the center. Changing the direction from left, it will go all the way back. And then from right side, it comes to the chin to the chest. Changing the direction again. Inhalation, we are going back. Exhalation from left to the front. Changing the direction again. Inhalation, we are taking the head back. Exhalation, we are bringing from right side up to the front. Come back to center. And then close your eyes. Just notice the stimulation that we did in the neck region. Okay. 1 moment. All right. So then we are going to do, hands will come to the heart center. Inhalation up and back. Exhalation, chest forward and then down. Palms rested. Inhalation, reverse all the way up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. Inhale, up and back. Exhalation from chest forward, hands down. Inhale, up and back. We have started further stimulation. And hand to the heart center. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And let the head hang heavy. Inhalation, up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. Good. Now, if it is available to you, then you are going to bring the ankle onto the thigh muscles. And if you're finding it difficulty, crossing the leg is also perfectly fine. But if it is available, then this is what we want to experience or explore. The figure 4 shape is pretty much triangle in here. And the same sequence. Inhalation up and back. Exhalation chest forward. And then however much you can do, it's perfectly fine. And this is also going to help you open up into the hip joint. And you can notice that if your right knee is high and bent, so then the right hip, you can feel the stimulation in the back. Inhalation up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. Do it a couple of more times. Up and back. Exhalation down. Inhale, up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. Inhalation, up and back. Exhalation, down. Inhale, going up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. And then changing the direction. Again, the same sequence. If you're not able to bring it here, very well, please cross. This is a choice. Inhalation up and back. Exhalation front. So first reaching forward and down. Inhalation up and back. Exhale, hand to the heart. Inhale up and back. Exhale down. Inhale up and back. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last time. Up and back. Exhalation, front and down. Inhalation, up and back. Exhalation, hand to the heart center. And then you can release. So with that, just check that your chair is on the mat or on a surface which is not moving. This is really important for many of the poses, because if the chair is moving, then it becomes really difficult to stay, and then otherwise it is there is a chance of injury, right? So it is onto a mat. Now we are bringing our soles of the feet together down below, expanding our knees. We are seated pretty much at the edge, front edge of the chair, holding the chair, and I can do a little bit sideways. So holding onto the chair, we are slowly sliding off the chair and then trying to just come out and down. So this is Baddha Konasana. This is going to help us expand so extend and stretch the hip muscles, the inner groins, and expand or stimulate the entire leg region. You will also notice that we are working onto the shoulder muscles. Inhalation, come back up and you can sit, or you can do few up and down, maybe push-ups. Inhalation up, exhalation down, up, and then down, up, down, up, and then down. Stay there for a few more breaths. So we are expanding our shoulders. If they are heavy, knees are broad, they are separated, and we are trying to come as close. Sit bones are coming as close to the heels as possible. Inhalation, come back up, and then feet. Separating our legs, and then let's gently close our eyes. Observing the stimulation that we did into the hip region and the shoulder region. You might be able to feel the tingling sensation in those regions. Good. Gently open your eyes. Let's continue our journey further. So for that, please come to standing. And let me adjust. Okay. So we are going to utilize the bar at the bottom in the back to stimulate our calf muscles. So just bring the ball of the foot, this one, onto that bar, and simply we are coming forward from the pelvic region, and notice what happens. We can hold on to the chair perfectly fine. Just easy stretch for the calf muscles. So these are some of the things that you can even do, let's say, in the breaks between the two meetings. You can just simply stand and then go to the back of the chair and then stretch your calf muscles. So it's not necessary that, okay, only until I need to find 1.5 hours, then only I can do yoga. It's basically you get 5 minutes. I wouldn't be counting that as yoga. Let's do on to the other side. But at least we can do the stretches. So those stretches would allow us to stay at ease when we need to. Good. So we are stretching the other calf muscles. So we already stretched the right one. Now we are on to the left. Good. One more breath. And notice if you are holding, then we need to tell ourselves, let go. Good. And then release. Here, couple of choices. So again, if you are able to bring your ankle onto the thigh, perfectly fine. If not, you can simply separate your legs and then come down. Seated. So we are into chair pose, but you're utilizing the chair. Inhalation coming up. Exhalation coming down. And for those who can bring the ankle onto the thigh, the same chair pose, but onto one leg. So here, basically the balancing, we took it out because we are supporting the chair. Exhalation coming down. Inhalation up. Exhalation down. Inhalation up. Exhalation down. One more time. Inhalation up. Exhalation down. Up and then release. So once again, as I mentioned, you can very well do on both the legs and you don't need to bend. But if you can bend, then slowly coming down. Up and then down. Inhalation up. Exhalation down. Up. Down. Good. Last time. Inhalation up. Exhalation down. We can slowly come back up and then release. Release any tension into the leg region. Good. We are going to very gently hold and then come on to toes. Here, try to fix the gaze on something in the front which is not moving. So once you fix the gaze, it will allow you to stay into that onto the toes. And we can take the hands off the chair to keep our focus and keep the balance. And if needed, gently bring it back. So we are practicing that, the balance while utilizing the chair. Onto the toes, complete balance, or hold on. Good. Stay there for one more easy breath in and out. Continue your practice of balancing, hands onto the chair and off the chair. And then slowly release. Once again, release the tension. Good. Okay, so for the next one, we are going to stand just by the side of the chair. And this time we are actually taking the heel, the ankle, all the way up. So again, we are moving further up into the different poses. And again, I will explain if any further stimulation is needed. But for now, bringing that ankle all the way up, this is a choice. If not, you can do the regular tree pose. So in regular tree pose, we bring the sole of the feet onto the calf muscle or onto the thigh. We never give any pressure onto the knee, never. So this is a choice, you can stay here. Or for those who can, bring the ankle in front. So we are into Ardha Padmasana. The feet is coming forward. And then we are getting you using the chair to stay in this pose. You can bring the right arm all the way up and see if you can stay here off the chair, on the chair, holding off and then back on. If it is available to you, you can bring the other arm also up. So the main reason, especially in this pose, I encourage you to use the chair is because this locks in Ardha Padmasana, it locks the movement, and if you are unbalanced, then bringing the leg down becomes really difficult. It takes few more moments to bring the leg down, and that's why do not hesitate to utilize chairs. Stay here. You can also bring the hands to the heart center if you prefer. You can practice here. Good. And if you can, take it all the way up. Stay there. One more deep inhalation and exhalation. Good. And then bring it down and release. The same thing is on to the other side. So again, if you want, regular to tree approaches is an option for those who wants to move further. Ardha Padmasana. So in here, not only the ankle is onto the inner thigh, but the knee also. So you are continuously pressing the knee, left knee in the back. And then seated tall, standing tall, excuse me. Once you think that you are having that balance, slowly hands will come to the heart center. Again, use the chair as much as needed. It is accessible. And then extending it all the way up towards the ceiling. Multiple choices. The main thing is, am I at ease? If not, if I'm holding on to any thought or stiffness in any body part, again, the practice is to let go. Stay there for one more deep inhalation and exhalation. Slowly bring it down, hands down, and then release the whole. Very nice. We are going to do the similar exercise or yogasana pose, if you will. But here we are going to bring the ankle the way we did, and then hold and come down. So here we are extending the upper body and folding forward. If you will notice that if we do the same thing, which we have done in few of the other practice sessions, then it becomes really difficult to stay into this pose. But with the chair, it makes it much easier. So again, Padmasana, leg, and then we are folding forward. Good. And then come back up, release. The same thing is on to the other side. Padmasana, leg onto the left side, and we are folding forward. Just will come further down. So the upper body from sit bone all the way to the finger is in one straight line. Stay there for one more breath. Deep inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, come back up, and then exhale, release. Release the tension. We are, from the back, we are keeping the right leg onto the chair. So we are still facing the back of the chair, but right leg goes in between. Here, you're still, so sit bones are still stacked on top of the heels, and we are hinging from the pelvic region, straight spine coming forward and down. Coming forward, hold the chair the way it feels comfortable. We are not bending either of the knees. Two straight legs, and then coming forward and down. The variation of Parsvottanasana. Let go, stay there. Notice the stimulation, letting go. Good. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, release. The same thing is on to the other side. So the left foot on the chair, hinging from the pelvic region, coming forward and down. Again, sit bone on top of the heel. So we are not bending forward, we are hinging from the hip. So we are not leaning forward. That is what we want. So this is still, the right leg is still perpendicular to the mat. 90 degrees. Good. Again, practicing that let go. Deeper inhalation and exhalation. Inhale, come back up, and then exhale, release. All right. I encourage you to come onto the seated and then just close your eyes. So allow the stimulation to take its effect. Closing your eyes, just sit for a few moments. Good. Opening our eyes. Again, we'll continue our journey. So here, we're going to face the chair and put some cushion. You can also fold your mat and put the mat. That is definitely a choice, or any other cushion that you have. So here, we are going to face away from the chair, bending our knee. The toe is actually rested onto the back support, knee onto the chair. Slowly, we'll bring the hands onto the hip and bring the left foot forward. So right toe is locked onto the chair, left foot forward, and we come forward. Notice once you bend the front knee, the back knee will start talking. Knee and then quad muscles. Once you find it at ease, then slowly right hand will hold the right toe, left hand will go in the front straight arm. Here we are into Natarajasana. So the chair is going to help us stay into the pose longer, further go into the pose, and practice let go or be at ease. Gaze onto the front middle finger, maybe a gentle smile onto the face. Lot of stimulation going on, so just allowing to relax. Slowly come back up and then release. Releasing the tension onto the left and right side. This time the left knee is bent and it is rested onto the chair, toe at the top, hands will come onto the hip. So first, let us come at ease in this position. So once we are finding that, yes, I'm comfortable, that is when we are going to slowly take our front feet forward and then bend the knee. The more you come forward and down, that is when you can feel the stimulation. Good. You can hold the back toe with the left hand, left toe. Right hand comes to the front, right knee in the front bend. So right hand, right leg, right hand, and back leg, and then left hand. Nataraja Asana on the right side. Gaze to the front middle finger and gentle smile on the face. Good, stay there. One more deeper inhalation and one more deeper exhalation. Slowly come out, hands to the hip, and then release. Release the tension into the leg region. All right. So now let us move on. We are going to practice few more asanas. So for that, we are going to use the blocks. Blocks stacked on top of the chair. Chair is towards the top of the mat, facing sideways. Right leg is across into the front. And we are bending the knee, front knee. Left leg straight, going back and down. So here we are using the blocks to support the thigh. Notice much more easier than the actual pose. Again, some of the poses, it makes it easy, or some, it makes it even harder. So we are going to stay, expand, come to warrior pose. Here you can reduce the height of the block if you'd like, so that the thigh comes parallel. And from here, folding the front elbow and forearm comes onto the thigh, left hand goes all the way up. So the entire left side of the body is beautifully in one single straight line. Gaze can go up. Parshvanasana, side angle pose. Here you can slowly lift yourself off the block if you'd like, or can come back to the block. You can also take the block out to come to the final pose. Side angle pose. Very nice. Stay there for one more breath. In and out. Slowly come out. And for that, the right leg will still stay into the front. I'm going to use a block so that the thigh is rested. And the way we were forward in the side angle pose, the upper body will be still remain slanted. And then we are going to hold the bar and the upper back to twist. So it is a revolved side angle pose. Parivritta Parshvanasana. So entire body is still in straight line, but the upper body, the entire spine is twisted towards the right side. Again, be gentle while doing the twist. Your arms are stronger than your back. So with that, only do as much as you can. Good, slowly unwind. And coming out of the pose. Good. Very nice. Now the same thing we are going to do onto the other side. So blocks onto the chair, left leg in the front, right leg in the back. First getting into Virabhadrasana, warrior two pose. Stay there. Good. Broad shoulders and down. Gaze to the front middle finger. Then folding the elbow, forearm comes onto the thigh, and then right hand, right entire arm goes straight outward. Gaze slowly goes towards the ceiling. This is the final pose for side angle. You can definitely take the block out, one block coming down so that the thigh is parallel to the mat. Or if you do not want any support, that is definitely a choice. You can remove all the support and get into the final pose. But chair and the blocks allow us to slowly get into the final pose. So you can first practice with the blocks and then slowly take them off. Slowly unwind. Here I'm going to use one block to rest the front thigh. And again, Parivrata Parsvakonasana. So again, I'm into an angle and then I'm twisting. So the crown of the head, entire spine, and the right leg is in one straight line. And very gentle twist. Stay there. Good. And then unwind. Slowly come out of the pose. Release any tension into the leg region. Okay. So with that, we are going to actually come down onto the mat. We are coming down onto the mat, seated with the folding legs. So you notice that we did a lot of stimulation into our leg region. Now we are facing the chair, knees are folded. Again, if this is not suitable, if you're finding uncomfortable to sit in Vajrasana, then you can use the block below the seat. For others, we can come to Vajrasana, hold the upper back support of the chair, and then slowly come down. Notice the lengthening of the spine. You can also go further back to expand and lengthen. So chair supported Shashankasana. And here we are also lengthening. You can close your eyes to stay connected with that stretch that we are doing in the back. Very good posture to practice the let go. Slowly come out. Very nice. And before we move on, let me just see, there is some technical issue. So I'm going to try one more time to avoid the background. Okay. Very nice. So from here, we'll continue our journey and take our right foot below the bar and inside. Here you have multiple options. So today we are going to explore the Janu Shirsasana. So for that, you are just bringing your left sole of the feet touching the right thigh, and then right sole of the feet is going against the back bar of that chair. So it is holding onto the back, and here you can hold onto the front two bars, down, up, wherever you feel comfortable. With the straight spine, we are coming forward and down. So bring it forward as much as you can. So the front foot is onto the back of the bar, the supporting bar, and then down. You can allow the head to rest onto the chair. And again, let's practice, let go. If your body is really flexible, then you can also bring a block in different settings in front of the right foot. So that chair is a little bit away from you, and then you can further come down. The head will come down, and you can the head can rest all the way onto the knee. One more deeper inhalation and exhalation while we practice the let go. Inhale, come back up, and exhale, release. The same thing is on to the other side. So Janu Shirsasana, where either you can directly rest the foot against the bar, and then front and down, head rested onto the chair. Again, we need to gently guide the body using the chair. We're not trying to make a lot of effort to pull or push. That must be avoided. We're gently guiding. We're just telling the body it's okay, it's safe to get into a little bit further into the pose. That's all. The more you push or pull the body, the more muscles will try to protect themselves, and it goes against the purpose that we are trying to do. And again, as I said, you can bring the block if you like to go further into the pose. Head comes all the way down onto the knee. Slowly come out and then release. Here, we are either onto the mat or onto the block. The back is rested onto the chair, and we are simply arching back. Easy back bend. Good. Slowly come out. And from there, let's get into seated postures. So sitting onto the chair. We are going to, once again, cross. So here we are actually crossing the right knee on top of the left knee. Just stacking one knee on top of the other. So since the right knee is on the top, the left hand is going to go all the way up. And we are bending the elbow, right hand will go in the back, and we are trying to hold. So trying to just hold the fingers in the back. This is Gomukhasana onto the chair. Again, if you'd like, you can fold the knee and ankle can rest onto the chair if that is available, or it can hang. Stay there. One more deep inhalation and exhalation. And then release. Both arms are going to come to the front. We are still, the legs are still in the same position. Both arms into the front. Now, left hand is going to cross on the top, right hand at the bottom. Folding our elbows. Elbows are at the shoulder height. Fingers pointed upward. Here we can come front and then down. Up. And then we can come front and then down. Come back up. Once again, front and then down. Coming back up. Now, you can stay here, or if you want to continue the journey further, see if you can lean and sit at the top of the, or the edge of the chair and lean forward and actually raise yourself up to come onto the Garudasana. So you can go off the mat, off the chair, and you can get back onto the chair, off the chair. So once you feel uncomfortable, onto the chair, and again, off the chair. So very easy and good way to practice the balancing poses. And then release. The same thing is onto the other side. So Gomukhasana followed by Garudasana. So left knee is on top of the right. Left hand is going in the back as much as possible. Right hand is going, reaching high. Reach and then bend the elbow, holding the fingers. Stay there. Here, if you're not able to touch your fingers, perfectly fine. If you want to hold on to a belt to hold in the back, that is again very well can be done. Using the belt, using a rod, bar, anything, just so that you can stay into this pose. Good, and then release. Arms come to the front. Here, the right arm is on the top of the left, folding the elbows. Good, coming front and then down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, front and then down. Inhale, up. Exhale, front, down, up. Let's do one more time. Inhalation, and as you exhale, front and down. Come back up. Very nice. Now, as we did on the other side, slowly coming to the edge of the chair and see if it is available to you, pressing the foot onto the mat or onto the floor. You can come off the mat or off the chair. Staying there for a breath or two, and then slowly getting onto the chair. Off the chair, staying there as much as you can. Good. And then slowly coming onto the chair, releasing those binds. Separating the legs. Close your eyes. Back of the palm rested onto the thighs, broad shoulders, elbows hanging heavy. Notice the stimulation that we did. Now letting go. Let go. Allowing the body to come back to the normal, at ease. Good. Gently open your eyes. So from here, let's practice. Right knee will come close to the chest. You're holding the right knee. Exhale, extend and spread. And the knee to the chest. And then expand, straighten the leg, right leg. Knee to the chest. And then expand. Knee to the chest. And expand one more time. Knee to the chest. And expand. And then release. The same thing is going on the other side. Left knee onto the chest. Hug the knee. Make an effort. Good. Inhalation, expansion. Exhalation, holding and contraction. 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. Good. And one more time. 5. And then release. Good. Now, the right knee is bent. Again, it comes. We are holding the toes. So if toe is not accessible to you to hold and extend the leg, right? Then feel free to use the belt too. So belt is held at the top of, at the ball of the foot, just below the toes, and then extending the leg straight upward. You're holding. And if the toes are accessible to you, then you do not need the belt. You can extend the leg. Here again, notice the stimulation. A lot is going on. Staying there, allowing the body, telling the body that it's okay to be here. Easy breath in and out. In and out. Good. And then slowly release. The same thing is on to the other side. Bending the knee, holding the toes, and then extending it. The attention can come onto the knee, that back of the knee. We are pressing towards the back of the knee so that the entire leg is in straight line. And it is, as I said, it's perfectly fine to use the belt. Absolutely fine. Good. Now slowly bring it down. We are going to sit sideways, holding the outer edge of the foot. So right foot, left hand. Left hand is holding the right foot. And then we are extending it straight. And then other arm is spread outward. So here we are raising the leg, twisting, gaze all the way towards the right side. Staying there for a couple of breaths. Deep inhalation in and out. Good. Inhale Further come to the pose. Exhale, slowly lower yourself down. And the same thing is on to the other side. Right hand holding the outer edge of the left leg. Slowly raise it high. Continue the hold. And then gently twist. Extend the arm outward. So you will notice that so much can be done just while sitting onto the chair. So much stimulation. Stay there. Let go. Practicing the let go of any stiffness. Inhale, and as you exhale, slowly bring the leg down and arm down. Good. So maybe few more. So we are going to hold the opposite wrists. Right knee is bent and then extend it. So we are not supporting it. Bend, extend, bend, extend, once again bend and extend. Stay there. Only the right leg. Making an effort to bring the right leg as high as possible and as straight as possible. And then slowly bring it down. The left side, left knee is bent and then extend. Bend, extend. Good. One more time. Extend. Last time. And it's extend. Stay there. Straight leg or moving towards making the leg as straight as can. If you are really finding it so difficult that leg cannot be lifted, holding the leg is perfectly fine. That is a choice. Listening to your body is most important. Good. And then see if we can do the same thing with both the legs. Bending, extend. Bending, extend. Bend, extend. Again, once again, bend and then extend. Stay there if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Slowly bring the legs down. Again, notice a lot of core muscles gets involved in doing the practice of Navasana, both pose. Okay, so with that, let's come to sideways. So we are facing the side of the chair. Block between the knees. So I'm holding the block between the knees. Let's interlace our fingers. Raise palm, reach high. Reach. And then exhale, twist. Again, gentle twist. Please do not overdo. Otherwise, you might hurt your back. So I'm using the back support of the chair to further get into the pose. Good. Bharadwaj Asana, or the variation of Bharadwaj Asana. Let's do the same thing is onto the other side, interlacing our fingers, picking them high, reach, and then gentle twist. You can face the back or towards the right shoulder. And then gently unwind. Okay, we can take the block out. There is one more asana that I invite you to do, but at the same time, a caution. If you feel uncomfortable, I would say then you just want to observe. So we did do this, or at least the bridge pose last time. We are doing further getting into the pose of Urdhva Dhanurasana, inverted bow pose. So we just took our legs inside the back of the chair. Slowly we are coming front and down. So the back is completely supported from the lower back at least to the middle back is rested onto the chair and the head hang heavy. Last time what we did was extending the leg and the arms will come down. That is a bridge pose. If this feels comfortable, you can stay onto the bridge pose perfectly fine. For others, it is bending the knees and both knees, taking the toes inside if it is available to you, coming down and holding the ankle, and then release the head. So the upper body is bent, the entire from knee all the way to the head is in upward arch. So this is the inverted position of the Dhanurasana. Staying there for a breath or two. Good. Very gently pulling yourself up and then come out of the pose. We are going to get out. Okay. We are going to face the back of the chair and then very gently lie down. So let me clear some space. So we are lying down onto the mat and then shin bones are rested onto the chair. First, let's find that ease. So hand to the heart, left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Closing our eyes, allowing the body to settle. Notice the different stimulation that we did. Energize the entire body. And then now we are trying to slowly bring it back to ease. Okay, we have few more stimulation before we get on to the Shavasana. So gently open your eyes. We are interlacing the fingers, the same temple position that we did at the very beginning. Crossing our thumbs, index finger is straight, other fingers are interlaced, pointing towards the chair. Inhale, and as you exhale, lift the upper body, reaching towards the chair as close as possible. Inhalation down. Exhale, up, down, up, down, up, down, and up. So this practice is going to help us stay into the Navasana boat pose a little bit longer. Down, and then edges the corners of the chair. Exhale, left corner, inhale up. Exhale to the right corner. Inhale down. Exhale, lift up to the left corner. Inhale down. Exhale to the right. Good. And then come down and relax. Give a breath or two. Good. Then we are doing the same thing outside of the knees. So left knee outside to the left knee. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale outside to the right knee. Continue few rounds. Last time. Good. And then release. Very nice. Release the arms. Notice the stimulation. Bringing knees close to the chest. Hug the knees. Tight, 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 tight. Very nice. Now knees will stay close and then roll the knees off to the left side. Extend the right arm outward in a T shape or cactus shape or straight, and then gaze towards the right. So both the knees bend and then they are coming down towards the left while the right arm is extended. We are using the left arm to guide the knee to further come down. Here, bring your attention to the right shoulder and see if right shoulder can come down onto the mat. Good. Slowly bring both the knees up and then both the knees comes down to the right side. Right hand, we are going to guide the knees to come down, left arm extended and gaze towards the left side. Here you can adopt soft gaze or eyes closed. Stay there for one more breath. Deeper inhalation and deeper exhalation. Could slowly come back up and then put the shins back onto the chair and then extend your arms 45 degrees outward. Gently close your eyes. Again, we practiced the let go of any stiffness in the body or any unhealthy situations or relationships in the mind. So just let go anything that brings you at ease. Allow the body to completely rest. If mind is going haywire, then slowly bring it to the breath. and observing the breath at the tip of the nose. Again, we are observing the breath. We are not getting attached to it. Just observe. And if you go to sleep, that's perfectly fine. So don't hold on to it. Just let go of the body. Let go of the mind. Very gently bring little bit movement in your fingers, toes, wrists or ankles, bringing the knees close to the chest, and then roll over to the right side. Rested in the fetal position, slowly pushing ourselves up, and then we're going to, if needed, just open your eyes and then very gently come back to the seated onto the chair. Keep the gaze soft, and then again close the eyes. Good. Rub your palms, generate the heat, cover your eyes. Okay, so we have few minutes. Let's do pranayam. So for that, today we are going to Anulom Vilom while seated onto the chair. So you can adopt either Nasika Mudra, so index finger or and the middle finger bend, and then we can adopt the thumb and the ring finger to close the alternate nostrils. Or you can use thumb and the pinky finger to just close the alternate nostril. So sit in upright position. Left hand will come into Chin Mudra. So index finger is touching the tip of the thumb. I'm going to do thumb and then pinky finger, or this small finger, to close the nostrils. So I'm going to close the right nostril with right thumb. Completely exhale through the left nostril. Very gently inhale through the left. Close the left and then very gently release through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right through the right thumb. Very gently exhale through the left. Do it as slow as possible and as deep. Each inhalation needs to be as deep as it can. Absolutely no rush. Closing the left, exhaling to the right. Inhale through the right. Closing the right and exhale to the left. Continue the practice as per your own pace. And as mentioned, make it as slow and deep and full as possible. So each inhalation is as deep as possible, each exhalation is as full. The next time you exhale out from the left, that is when you are going to stop the practice. And then release the hand. Adopt Chin Mudra into the right hand as well. Continue this practice of Anulom Vilom Pranayam at your own pace at home, bringing both the left and the right nadis in balance, Ida and Pingala, balancing both the nadis, cool and heat, bringing us back to equanimity. Good. Now, closing your eyes, observe the state of the body and state of the mind. Notice how you felt at the beginning of the session and how are you feeling now. Body is stimulated but still at ease. The same with the mind. Mind is calm and relaxed. Let's take this peace and ease with us for the next few days or for the entire week. We'll seal today's practice of yoga with one single sound of Om. Again, make it as deep and full as possible, maybe 3 times the regular breath that you take. Take a deep inhalation. Feeling the vibrations of Omkara in the body. Hands will come into the heart center in prayer position. Together we are going to chant Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Paschyantu Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms and take the heat. Cover your eyes and then getting that heat into the eyes. Very gently open your eyes. So with that, thank you so much everyone for joining today's yoga session. You all have a wonderful rest of the Saturday and a very good weekend.